How many of you caught yourself aimlessly scrolling on YouTube, just looking at all the YouTube videos of people talking about their YouTube journey? People are talking about, hey, my first YouTube check since being monetized. How much money I made on YouTube my first year being monetized. Looking at all of that, just scrolling, and saying to yourself, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. I want to feel this sense of joy. But you're so scared to take that risk because you're worried about what other people are going to think of you. You're worried about, oh man, I'm 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. What are people going to say with me starting a YouTube channel? People are going to look down on me. Oh, I don't have the perfect lights. I don't have the perfect aesthetic. I don't have the perfect face. I'm not pretty enough. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. My voice doesn't sound perfect. I have a speech issue. People are not going to take what I say seriously. You're so worried about what other people are thinking of you that you're afraid to take the risk. You are afraid to take that risk because you're so worried about what everybody else is going to think. Stop. I'm telling you right now, stop caring about what people think of you. Because it's going to keep you in the bubble, man. It's going to keep you in the bubble. You know, they used to say back in the day that the easiest thing to do is to be yourself. And in today's time, that's really one of the hardest things to do. One of the hardest things to do in today's time is to be yourself. And it's because this world is full of so much judgment and so much seeking of approval from others. Like our world and society revolves around social media so much. You post on Instagram. What are you posting for? You're not posting just to post. You're posting for notoriety. You're posting for approval. You're seeking approval from others. You're posting for I need likes. I need likes. You know, you just went on a family vacation with your family and you're happy. You had a great time, but you're afraid to show the world your happiness because you are afraid of how you look in those photos. You're afraid of how people are going to perceive you in those photos. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Stop. Take the risk. Jump in it. You know, the craziest thing when you think about what people think about you and think of you, and I hate to say this, but we think that we're more important than what we really are. You know, we as humans, we think we're more important than what we really are. I guarantee you, what you're thinking in your head of how people are going to perceive you does not that does not care or resonate with other people. They don't care. People don't care. And for the ones that do care, especially in a negative light, then it doesn't matter. That's one thing you have to understand. You have to understand what matters and what doesn't matter when it comes to opinions. Because in all honesty, the only opinions that matter is your God or your higher power and yourself. Whatever higher power you believe in and yourself. That's all that really matters. You know, when it comes to bettering yourself and doing what you like, bettering yourself can be something that's easy, as simple as you finding a hobby that makes you happy. When it comes to stuff of that sort, your spouse, it shouldn't even matter what your spouse says and how they feel, because you're finding happiness for yourself and within yourself. I'm not saying do anything messed up or harmful to your relationship or anything of that sort. But when it comes to genuinely finding happiness, you should only care about what yourself and your higher power feel. Like, people get so caught up in what other people think that they are so afraid to take risk. So afraid to take risk. And you just get stuck in a bubble of misery. You get stuck in a bubble of just living life, window shopping. Literally window shopping the life that you want because you're so afraid of how other people are going to perceive you that you just can't take the risk. You just can't move forward. Like myself, over the past few years, I've been dealing with some health issues, and it has caused me to gain weight. And I had got to a point where I used to be afraid to even look in the mirror, man. I would wash my hands in the vanity area looking down. You know, I would walk past a retail store that would have the reflective windows, and I used to be afraid to look at myself in those windows. My spouse would want to take pictures, and I would take the pictures, but I would be afraid to look at the pictures. For what? For what, man? Just just thinking of the weight that I gained and people who aren't used to me being this heavy and how they would perceive me. But in actuality, like, it's all about how I perceive myself. It's about me understanding what I'm going through at this moment and how whatever is negative is temporary. That's what you also have to remember, that certain things in life are temporary. If you don't like certain things about yourself, you can make changes to better yourself. That doesn't mean go overboard. It doesn't mean to just go overboard and try to change who you are to please others. That's not what that means. Change yourself for who you want to be. Be yourself, man. Change yourself for who you want to be. Like, trust me. Like, it's like music. It's music. There is a song for everyone. There's a genre of music for everyone. So trust me. Change yourself for who you want to be, not for how you want people to perceive you. Not how you don't change yourself to receive recognition and acceptance for others. Change yourself for you. Become who you want to be, because someone's going to love it. Someone's going to like it. Someone's going to accept it. And you will find that one. And you'll find that many. You know, another thing that people like be so afraid of, and it makes them care so much about what other people are going to think of them, is because people become comfortable. People become comfortable. Like, they stay in their comfort zone, and they be afraid to step into the unknown. They be afraid to step into the unknown because they're afraid of failing. They're afraid of failing. So you're over here like, okay, what if I start a YouTube channel? What if nobody watches? What if I can never get monetized? What if I'm only going to average one view, 10 views, 100 views? What if I fail? What if I fail? I want to start working out, but what if I can't lose weight? What if I can't lose weight? And people see me working out, but they see that I'm still the same size. I want to go to the gym. But I don't know how to use the machines. What if people laugh at me? What if people look at me crazy because I don't know how to use the machines? All that pressure, man, all that pressure and just worrying about what other people think will drive someone crazy, will make you miserable. Let it go. Let it go. Just be you. Just be you. Just be free. Just be free. Just try. Just take the risk. Take the risk. Because you will never know how the other end of that risk will be unless you take it. You will never know. You will never know how it feels to start your journey if you don't start it. So stop caring. Stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring what you think they're going to think. You need to have a rule called the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your mental needs to be focused on your goal. 80% needs to be focused on your goal. When you have tunnel vision, and you're locked in, and when I say locked in, do not be locked in on the end result. Because when you're locked in on the end result, you're not enjoying the process. You're not living in the process. When you're locked in on the end result, that's where all the fear come in at. You're like, okay, monetization. I need 1,000 subscribers. That seemed hard. What if I'm over here making all these videos and I don't reach that? in a certain amount of time and people look at me as like a failure. Nah. 80% of your mental needs to be focused and locked in on the process. On the process, and 20% needs to be, not needs to be, but it can be focused on opinions that matter. Okay? So 80% focused on your goals, on your process, 20% on opinions that matter. When I say opinions that matter, like maybe, you're going to the gym, you're trying to lose weight, and you have a friend who's like, hey, maybe you should try fasting. That's an opinion that matters. Or your doctor. Or maybe a person who's randomly at the gym who's like, hey, this is how you use this machine. I'll show you real quick. Say you want to learn pottery. Say you want to learn pottery, and pottery is like not something that your peers are used to somebody doing. 80%, you focus on finding you a pottery group. You find you a pottery class. And that 20% of that opinions that you focus on come from your new pottery friends. 80-20. 80% focused on the process and the goals, 20% focused on feedback. I shouldn't even say opinions. Feedback that matters. Not opinions. Feedback that matters. So, I appreciate y'all. I just got one goal, one thing that I ask of you. Just take 1 week, and just stop caring. Stop caring for 1 week. And this goes for a lot. This goes for even if you could be the yes man in your family. The yes man in your family, and you're afraid of saying no to somebody because you're afraid of how your family gonna talk about you if you say no. Or what your family gonna think if you say no. Stop caring. God will figure it out for them. I'm not saying leave your family stranded on the side of the road. I'm not saying that. But you know what I'm saying. Just stop caring. Take 1 week and whatever you've been wanting to pursue, take 1 week and start that journey without caring. 1 week. Go 1 week without caring. It's going to be nerve-wracking. It's going to be exhilarating at the same time. And watch your life change. But I appreciate you guys for staying and listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my clothing brand in the description.